Hey guys, before we begin the video, these two fan arts of my hedgehog self and cat character Surge were drawn by my good friend Frosty Vixen. Her channel will be in the description below, and her Twitter will be on screen if you would like to follow her. I highly suggest that you do. She makes really good art. Part of me wishes I could draw again. Anywho, I am also making an announcement. If you would like to draw fan art for me, be sure to tweet it at me at potato_hedgehog if you would like me to see it. Kinda shameless for me to ask, but it would be nice. Anyway, roll the intro. Greetings everyone, this is Potato Hedgehog, and welcome back to Sonic Forces. We're about to enter another unnecessary nostalgic cash grab level. I assume you know who I'm talking about right now. And it's Chemical Plant, one of my favorite levels in the entire series, even though that purple water still scares me to this day. Interesting fact, I never beat Sonic 2. I would always get stuck on Wing Fortress, because that level's kinda difficult. But anyway. Yo, Potato, can you get that? I'm kinda busy at the moment, Moshi.
I'll get it, darling.
Thank you, Haruka-sama.
No problem, dear. Oh, you. Yes, you may come in, but don't try anything. Potato? Haruka sounded a little mad.
Who could be at the door to piss her off?
Hi?
Yuri? What are you doing out of Doki Doki?
I wanted to see you again. So I kind of corrupted the code and broke free of the game. This is... I didn't know that you were already taken. Is that Sonic Forces?
Yeah, it is.
That game was very disappointing. I'm surprised you're playing it. Love me! Love me! Love me! But you're just like how you were portrayed in the game, except that you're not Asian.
Yeah. At least you didn't call me Mexican. People like to mistake me for that ethnicity quite a bit. But it's glad to have someone else in the studio who isn't trying to kill me. Looking at you, Hebjo team. Especially you, Emu. Anyway, it's good to see that you broke free of that crazy game, Yuri. I watched you stab yourself to death. That scared me.
I'm sorry. I couldn't control it. But I'm glad to be here with you. Yuri, darling, I said don't try any funny stuff. Don't worry, I won't.
This is getting weird. 2 waifus, 1 room, 1 guy, and 1 inkling. So should I get the lube? No, Moshi. That's not what this is about. Okay, I'm just holding it in my hand here in case you need it. I'm not going to need it. And how old are you again? I'm 18 in inkling years, so that means I'm an adult. I don't understand inkling years. Anyway, that stage is done, so I'm gonna try to take care of this.
What you don't understand, Yuri, darling, is that Potato is mine. I saw him first. But he was so nice and kind to me. That makes him mine. He was nice and kind to me as well, except that he joined our squad. Isn't that right, Mirai? Yup. And besides, Potato was interested in Haruka first. Well, they were both interested in each other, so...
I don't see him anywhere.
Look out, Death Egg Robot!
Potato, darling, can you commentate on your video game someplace else? I have a bitch that I need to slap. And I have a bitch that I need to stab.
Can you girls calm the fuck down? It's okay for a guy to have multiple waifus. In fact, I know people who have multiple waifus. In anime, that is.
Rampaging around the city.
So you intend to share us?
It's okay to have multiple waifus in anime, for fuck's sake.
Thanks to the Phantom Ruby too, huh?
Haruka, I did have my eyes on you first, so that makes you my Senran Kagura waifu. Because you're my favorite character in the entire series. And Yuri, you're my favorite character in Doki Doki Literature Club. That makes you my waifu in that game. So that means I can have both of you at once.
Never thought of it that way. Very well. As long as you promise to still be a good little boy. And as long as you promise to read books with me every now and again.
I'm living that big life, boy!
So where does that leave me?
You're my sidekick, Moshi. Fuck. Anyway, we're fighting Metal Sonic. And he appears to be bigger than usual. Did he take robot steroids or something? Anyway, all you do in this fight is boost after Metal Sonic, and when he pulls up random objects to be homing attacked with, you homing attack those objects, and then you homing attack him. And at the end, you get to double boost with Sonic like you did in the Arsenal Pyramid level. Which I think we're about to do after I get some boost energy. Because I just ran out of it. God damn it. Alright. Boost, 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 boost. Here goes, partner! When we join forces, the sky's the limit! Double boost! Yay! Now it's kill Metal Sonic, even though he'll be reused as a recycled boss fight later in the game. Oops, did I spoil that? Sonic Forces has been out since November. It's not a fucking spoiler at this point. Next!
So, Potato, I'm glad that Haruka and Yuri didn't stab each other. This studio has already been bloody enough because of the accidents you've been in. But, how does one share waifus from different animes?
It just happens, Moshi. People like... Oh god, this fucking stage. Anyway, people have different waifus, so they share them. In anime, that is. Not in reality.
Why did you say, oh god, this fucking stage?
When I first got Forces and I made it to this stage, I died over and over and over. I died 8 times on this stage. So, yeah. But through enough practice and the many flip off of that giant multi-legged battle mech, I managed to get through it with flying colors. And there's also the Void Wisp, which secondary ability allows you to teleport. So I skipped very many annoying platforming sections as the Avatar. Even though I enjoy the Avatar's gameplay, its jump height is not good. Except when you're the bird Avatar, because you get to do a double jump. But the Avatar's jumping ability is dog shit. Dog shit coming out of a rabbit's asshole.
Who are you, James Rolfe?
No, and I wish I was. Anyway, yeah, I'm not fond of the Avatar's jumping height. And here's where I'm about to make a dumbass decision. Oh wait, no, that's up ahead actually. As you can see, the Void Wisp allows you to teleport. Now I'm gonna make a dumb decision. I forgot that that platform was in my way when I used the Void Wisp, and I fucked up. And as you can see, I try to jump, but only to fall into the pit, because the Avatar's jumping ability is complete horse ass. Anyway, I think that's my only death in this level during this playthrough, but trust me, when I first got Sonic Forces and I made it to this level, the death count was very, very high. Let's just say that I suddenly got a dose of Kenny McCormick syndrome. Well, only for that level until the final boss. And trust me, the amount of times that I died because of Sonic Force's final boss when I first got this game is fucking unbelievable. My death count was in the double digits by the time I got done with the final boss. So yeah, safe to say that Sonic Forces doesn't have a good final boss. And this giant fucking crab robot, it can go fuck itself. Because I think we're about to have a chase sequence of it, a chase sequence that rivals the gun truck from Sonic Adventure 2. Except it's not nearly as awesome or exhilarating, because you're just running ahead, dodging shit until you get the obligatory QuickTime event that allows you to finish this thing off. And interesting thing, after this level, this giant crab robot never appears again. Kinda like Chaos. Because I forgot to show it off, I think I showed it off. Chaos was in one cutscene, and he never shows up for the rest of the game. That cutscene was literally the only encounter with Chaos, and he was hyped up to be a villain in this game. Shows how fucking disappointing your game is, Sega, when you don't even have one of the 4 villains advertised as a boss fight. So yeah, not very fond of the decisions made in this game.
Don't worry, darling. You have me and Yuri. We'll back you up. Of course.
And look at my badass pose. Well, just me looking at the ranking. Alright, next! And here we are going to the next stage with Shadow the Hedgehog. We're going back to the chemical plant! But according to the story, even though I've been omitting the cutscenes because everyone knows about Sonic Forces' cutscenes right about now, we're supposed to go into the chemical plant to shut down the Death Egg, which Classic Sonic will tackle in the next level, unfortunately. So, yeah. And if you see the design of the Death Egg in Classic Sonic's version of it, you'll probably question whether or not that this was originally supposed to be Sonic Generations 2. So, yeah. And a good thing about playing as Shadow, you don't have to hear the annoying radio conversations that the other characters can sometimes say. It's just good to go through a Sonic level without that much talking. I think the most egregious example of this is the Time Eater boss fight in Sonic Generations HD. So, yeah. I'm just glad that the characters have shut their fucking mouths whenever Shadow is around. He's just like, I don't need to hear your chit-chat. I can go through this on my own. That was a horrible Kirk Thornton impression. While I admit that Kirk Thornton is getting much better as Shadow, I still prefer Jason Griffith as Shadow. And David Humphries. I don't need to hear your worthless chit-chat. I'm on my way. That's the best Shadow that I can do. Anyway. And if you've noticed, Shadow is kind of like a better controlled modern Sonic. He doesn't feel too floaty, he doesn't feel like too fast. Even when he's boosting, he just feels... It's hard to explain, actually. It's kind of like the right amount of speed that you need to get through the level. Considering that these levels are fucking short. Yeah, I've said this enough already in my playthrough of this, but the Sonic Forces' levels are far too short. You can beat the game in like 3 hours, which is what I did when I first got the game. So, yeah. If your game is 3 hours long, then you know you've got a problem. People were hyping this up to oblivion, and we got a 3-hour rush job. As much as I hate to say this, Sonic 06 was longer than this game. And that game is a steaming pile of dog shit that I refuse to finish. Anyway, next level! And here we are, folks, the return to the Death Egg. And I'm gonna ask you, do you think that this was supposed to be Sonic Generations 2 if you just look at the design of this stage? Because it just looks like an updated re-release in HD of the Sonic 3 version of the Death Egg. Because look at it! It's got the lights, it's got the background, it's got the floating bridges and everything. This is basically Sonic 3's Death Egg in HD. And I'm not complaining about that because the Death Egg was probably one of the hardest stages that I've ever had to complete in a Sonic game. Look, it's even got the fucking lasers out of the wall! I'm not complaining, but it makes you think. Was Forces supposed to be Sonic Generations 2, but probably Takashi Iizuka scrapped that and he said, "Oh no, we can't have another Generations 2, people will complain about it. So let's just throw in the Death Egg as a, I don't know, pandering measure or something." And Sonic Team was like, yes sir, we need the money, we just need the money! Wow, I just made a joke about Sonic Team. Alright, anyway, this is basically the Death Egg as you once knew it, except with updated badniks and an unnecessary cash grab at the front of it. Electric floors, badniks everywhere, weird gravity controls, because if you've noticed, Sonic is taking a little while to move when I'm moving him, because the left up and down is reversed, but right and left are still as they are, so it might take a bit to get used to. But if you've played other Sonic games where gravity manipulation is involved, then you should be fine. Oh look, and it's even got that whoop 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 whoop. It's got that! I love that part of the stage. And it's got those moving conveyor belts that bounce around the stage, and look at all those badniks jumping to their death. Fuck you, Buzz Bomber! Fucking piece of shit! Alright. And this is where I commit a stupid death. And that's where I'm going to leave it, because I don't think I've ever done anything that stupid in a video game before. So, join me next time when we go through the Death Egg once again as Classic Sonic. Until then, adios.